Hi, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I wasn't going to do this today. I was going to do my Biotrauma game, which I'm still going to do. For those that are interested, I'm still will be running Biotrauma later on this evening. But I kind of want to play this again, which goes to show how much I enjoyed the first time. Goes how much I highly rate the game. One of my followers actually brought me my own copy of the game, so I'm no longer having to use Chromana's version, which is really, really nice of them. So once again, a shout out to that Vamp 309. Um, yeah, it went really well last time, and I'm curious to see whether or not lightning strikes twice. So I guess it's time for a reroll. Okay, so we should be able to encourage it to pick the source. Bear with me a microsecond. Always had a little bit of an issue. Was happy to do this not too long ago. There we go. Yeah, so, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've only done this once before, so I'm going to just go back to normal again, I suppose. And, let's go forceful this time, I think. Oh, yeah, there you go. So, we've already got some characters from last time. The Lazy was definitely, and the Defender. Wallop, though. What does Wallop do? Okay, seems to be able to stun and protect. And do a little bit of damage while protecting itself, so I want things to predominantly hit the Wallop. Lost is new. Lost looks like a version of the Thief. Well, it is a version of the Thief. But it seems to have poison, which I never got a chance to do last time, so it might be quite interesting to use them, to be honest, a bit more. That would be really good for keeping them alive. Lazy, we remember, does quite a bit of damage. Shield, but doesn't roll particularly well. Okay. So, can effectively do a power attack, needs to turn to sort of like recuperate. That's totally unfair, although for only the 3 damage, I think might think about changing him up a bit more. But for those that were in the previous Slice and Dice stream, I did end up using a D6 to decide when it came to specific choices, and since it worked so well last time, I have brought it on with me. So we'll discuss that when we come to it. So I guess, yeah, let's try and see how far we go. Right, well, so Wallop is going to get hit quite badly. So if we... the Brigand to attack and defend. We'll get the Wallop to try to dodge... I think that was the dodge. Stun. Okay. Which should be able to stun the rat, which is the one doing it damage. I might re-roll these two. Okay. Yeah, I'll throw that one in, and I'll try re-roll again. So we're playing a bit more defensively this time. But if we stun that rat, then I don't know what it is. I think I have something against this lazy person. previous stream, they were just totally being beaten up, and even when they sort of leveled up. Okay, it's a bit better. But I'm going to need at least that rat to die. It would be just my luck to get all the way to the end of my first run, kill Slay a Dragon, and then my second run die to the very first encounter. I can shield you. I'm thinking shield, and I'll try a reroll. Try one more. Okay. I'm going to take up Poison the Archer. That should hope to kill the Archer. Rat hits that. Get the Defender to protect Losts. We'll smack this rat. Okay, so I could do enough to kill everything. So the one time the laser actually does something, it isn't actually needed. I'll let the Lost stab the Archer, and then I'll let the Defender finish them. And we have a level up. Okay. So, yes, we are back to the level up. Gladiator, who I believe we had before, was really actually quite good. Gambler is a new one. Although I think it just, yeah, by the looks of it, it just does... You're gambling with damage. So, for those who are new to the stream, we will invoke the blessings of the dice gods. I will roll this standard d6. On a 1 or a 2, I'll pick the top option. On a 3 or a 4, I'll pick the bottom option. And on a 5 or a 6, I will pick a random option. And we're starting strong with a random. Now the whirl was good. We did have the whirl last time we ran this. The boar... Yes, must be individually, so there was a bit of an annoyance. Goblin... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Goblin, if we can kill the rat and the boar, the goblin will run. The rat is relatively simple. So for those who are new, Cleave was particularly useful. It meant we could hit 3 targets, even if it didn't do a huge amount of damage. So I'm going to think we take that. I'm going to grab Defense for lazy. I'm going to risk seeing if we can get to the option that means that Wallop can prevent somebody from dying, I think. And the Defender, yeah, the other two may as well reroll. So that's what I wanted. We can poison the boar, and let's get the Defender to defend. Starting with this, let's protect the Lost. We'll poison the boar. If we hit the Goblin, it should hit both the rat, the Goblin, and the boar. I'll take some of the damage off that one. Actually, See, this is where I've learned there's a bit more strategy to this now. I think last time I was just sort of stumbling through it, picking what I thought was a bit option, but then I think, one of my followers, Zwei Gwyn, jumped in. And he was pointing out some stuff, and we tested some stuff out together on stream. You know, kind of figuring out the mechanics and all that. So, if we protect the lost from dying, and then return, Lazy can defend well. Defender can defend themselves. Lost can poison the boar. And well can hit the goblin. Slightly better. The Lost is still quite badly beaten up. I don't want the Lost to take too much damage. But, as you can see, boar is going down quite a bit more. This attack, just straightforward damage towards Lazy. What we can do then is we can get Wallop to stun the boar. Lazy won't be hurt. Get Lazy to protect the defender. I think the defender is only being attacked by the rat. But the chances are we're not going to roll anything better for them. Yeah. I think that's going to be fair. It's not... No, you're not. There you go, we'll throw that there. This will allow the Lost to kill that. Lazy can defend Lost. That'll be the reason why. Which still won't be enough. No, if Wallop stuns the Goblin... Lost kills the rat. The boar might die on their turn. Before their turn. It depends. I forgot to check when the poison kicks in. Okay. Well, once again, if Lost dies, we know that they're not fully gone. Defender won't do any more better damage than that. So start with the rat hitting that. We can hope that the boar takes that. Wait, the defender hits the boar, goblin runs away. So, we now can pick an item. Cloak. Could be quite useful. But maybe not what we need right now. Bone Charm isn't great either. I mean, it would be useful if I particularly want a character or let a character die. But yeah, once again, we'll let the dice gods choose. 3. Right, so picking the Bone Charm. With that being the case then, the Lost has the least amount of health. But then should I put it maybe on the most health? I'm going to put it on here for the time being. I can always take this off if we need to. And we can see if that does anything. Once again, this is only the second time running through this. So, yeah, we're still discovering new stuff. Well, Wallop is getting a bit of a walloping. We'll take that. I think Wallop might need to protect themselves. Yeah. And we'll reroll. That could prove useful. It would spread some of the damage out, but it wouldn't kill the wolf outright. We'll try Cleave, and we'll try another reroll. That's what we wanted. Right, so before anything happens, we'll protect the Wallop. Attack the wolf. Okay, which means we'll just have to kill the goblin, focus on that goblin. Well, I'll put that dodge on. I should be able to avoid it. But... there you go, yeah. Say the goblin, the other goblin runs away. And now, we've got a rogue and a guardian. So, cantrips are really good. The juggler, most of the abilities are cantrips, and that was, I think, saved me quite a few times. And it has poison. Guardian is doing more. Would be doing more damage. Oh no, that will stop them from doing damage. Quite as much. That could be really good if in the initial run. Now, if it was up to me, I would pick the rogue. But I'm going to let the dice decide yet again. You got a 1, so we'll pick the rogue. And interestingly, the rogue now has a lot more health. We'll temporarily throw us back on the rogue. And we will continue. We'll see if we can slay this troll. I remember panicking the first time we came across this. So poison will work particularly good against the troll, because the troll has an annoying thing of regenerating health. So we can at least make sure its health will stay down. So I'm going to suggest we poison it as soon as we can. There's not much of a reason to do that, so we can maybe try and hope for a better one for that one. Let's get the defenders to defend themselves. I think we could do better. Fall up. And, well, yeah. I think we reroll. Okay, no, these are good. So stuns, which not necessarily best. I don't think we'll be able to reach that yet. But if you get lazy, you can get lazy to defend a wallop. That way keeping their health high, which means eventually we can hopefully stun the troll. This, once again, not great. But, you know, we deal with what we got. I'm going to try re-rolling one more time. Okay. Well, yeah, we tried. So we can start with poison the troll. Which is poisoned. We'll attack the troll for 1. And all we can really do right now is... we'll keep Wallop and Defender up high for this, I think. Okay, so cantrip was always good, because yeah, cantrip, when it goes face up, you can do some damage, which hence is why it did some damage now. If you take that to do damage, I'll give it 9 health. It's doing another stamp, so not ideal. I'm gonna reroll. Oh, there, good. Good. And we'll try one more time. Okay. So Rogue's gonna hide. The least amount of health would be Lazy, so I should protect Lazy. This isn't really going to do much, but we can hit the troll. Just for a laugh, let's just say Lazy can't die. And we'll end the turn. Okay, so we can have some poison now. Let's go back to trying to poison the troll. Now we've got that, we don't need it. But it does do some damage. Let's throw those on, and we'll reroll this. We'll try again one more time. Okay. So if we protect these, they're still going to get poisoned, but we get lazy protect well. Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything much about the poison. Okay. So 3 damage. I'm going to lock these 2 in. We just need 1 more damage on any of these pips. There we go. And then finish again with the poison dagger. Forwards down. Okay, so we have Blessed Water. Grants the target 3 empty HP this fight. Okay. And Faint Halo. 1 HP this fight with the I Save a Hero. That would be good for the defendy ones, especially if we end up going down that particular path. Let's do the dice. We rolled a 3, so what's the Halo? We'll throw this on the defender for the time being. So the Slimer, yes, summoned a Slimelet. So we'll start this with a poison, do some damage, and we'll do that. Nobody's going to die, and it doesn't make sense not to do that. We'll take that, and we can stun a monster. So, we'll do that. Bring that down. He can kill the snake. Which, yeah, actually, if I reverse that. No, I think if the rogue hits Slimer, you can stun Slimer. This way, only 1 unit's going to take damage, which we can then defend. So that will hit all of them, which will definitely kill the snake. It will almost kill the Slimelet, bring Slimer down, so I'm going to say we bring that in. I like the idea of saving a stun. That should let's go the Slimer, so we'll see if these roll. Bring in a defense. So let's start it by taking all of them. That will kill it. So we just defend that. And you know what? I'll stun the Slimet as well. I was very vicious last time we did this. I'm just going to let them flee, I think. I'm going to be nicer this time. Okay. I think we had Brute before. Brute was pretty good. Armorer is somebody new. That could be good. So we can probably make the bandit flee if we focus on the ogre. Right. Sorry. I will focus on rolling the dice instead. We've got a 3, so we'll pick the armorer. Does give us an increase in health. Slightly better. Well, you can defend a bit more. Just a bit more damage. Yeah, we'll go for that. Re-equipped the halo. Ooh, they are really not liking you, are they? So Smith, this is the new ability. Target gets +1 to damage and shield sides this turn. Can't really do that. It would be nice to get another stab, even if it means that it might end up hitting the bandit again. Okay, we can at least protect Wallop. That'll do damage on both. Stun is not going to work. And I'm going to see if I can pull something better with my rogue. Apparently not. Okay, well. This can be used. This will make it more angry. But we can protect Wallop a bit more. Let Rogue hide. We'll hit Ogre. So the goal we want with Ogre is to try and get as low as you can without killing it so we can scare the bandit off next turn. Come on. Okay, we really don't like Rogue this turn. Well, bring that in. The armorer. Which won't be able to use to stun the ogre, but we bring that across the Wallop. Yeah, that's a... well, try a reroll. And because that is cruel, and that's beneath half health, should do 4 damage, plus that 5 damage, which should kill the ogre. Which will stop that heavy attacks. Still need to worry about the rogue getting smacked. It would mean if we kill the ogre this turn, we won't be able to scare off the bandit. I'm going to do something reckless. I'm going to stab the ogre. I'm going to stun the ogre. We'll defend the rogue. And I'm going to end the turn without killing the ogre. Yeah. Throw these just into their respective places. Give that to Lazy. Just let Lazy kill the ogre. The bandit runs away. Pocket Phylactery. Adds pain to the 2 left sides. Gives you more health. Dynamo. Had single use in era. Two right sides. Single use after I use the side, replace it with blank fight. 1 pip for each elapsed turn. So that's better to pull off later on, but I can only use it once. This is going to be one of those times now where I actually want to roll a 5 or a 6. I rolled a 4. Well, just because I rolled it doesn't mean I have to use it. You know, I'll temporarily throw it on the lazy, just because it's not actually going to benefit. Which, yeah, it won't benefit lazy at all. So, Ogre, we've overcome. Snake we've overcome. Militia is the new one. Militia we can scare off. Perhaps we'll use Wallop to stun the snake. I save that. Because that's 4. If we can get 1 more shield out of any of these, we can protect lazy and make the militia run away. I'm hoping for 2 on 18 dice faces. Really not good odds. But combined, take out the snake. Which, well, is stunning. So, let's put that back. Take these. That was a wrong choice. Okay, well, I need to protect. No, I don't. I don't need to protect Wallop. Okay, we attack the Ogre, and then it's overkill using poison, but the Wallop is now safe. We can then put the shield on lazy. Problem is, I'm going to need something to protect lazy for this. I'm going to risk a reroll. Hoping for a cantrip, maybe. And we'll see if that does anything better. Well, we've got poison. Do I really want to hit the Ogre, though? I could do 6 damage, which should kill Militia regardless. It will mean that the Ogre is going to do a lot more. So let's not worry about trying to over-defend against the Militia. We'll bring that back out. Just hope for something else. Okay. We'll get rid of you first, which makes the battle a bit easier. Make the poison a bit stronger, which will make him stronger, but that is going to have to be the risk. Then we can smack the Ogre. Now, Ogre's dying this turn, so we'll just speed it up. And the ogre is down. Now, Warden was good. I believe I had both of these last time. But let's have a look. 4. Warden. So we're losing our ability to stun, to preserve life, with more standard defense and attack, rather than attack and defense together. There was nothing connected to it, so that's all good. Now, I believe, yes, with these sisters, when they got down to 4 health, they attacked the top, the middle, the bottom. Warden is going to get a real punishing this turn, so I'm thinking we bring those in. No, yeah, put those in. Keep that. We'll try re-rolling these two. I like that combination. Might be able to defeat Agnes. So then we'll try rolling one more time. Okay. We will protect the Warden. Warden can defend themselves. It's Agnes, which will hurt the Warden, but we can then use the Rogue to slay Agnes. Then we can get Lazy to... That does a lot of damage. This one inflicts a lot of poison. I think we focus on the damage dealer. The turn. Oh, we can kill Gaither. Poison's gonna hurt Warden. So I'll throw it on there. Shall I reroll? You can definitely should be able to kill her now. So I think if I take it there, maybe hope for the next roll? That's what I was looking for. Right, okay, so... 9 damage. First things first. We'll protect Warden. Warden's not going to die this turn. We just... There. There we go. Enchanted Shield. Start the turn. Self-shield 1 would be useful. Hissing Ring. Which you would be losing a cantrip, but would be giving Rogue more poison. Let's see what the dice say. A random item. Citrine Ring, Big Hammer. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Right, okay, so then if you go to the inventory... Now, we could put it there and make Lazy just totally, effectively out of the fight. But we could instead increase the number of pips. So, any of the bottom row, I'm thinking, would be good to have more defense. But then again, if we can throw in the armorer, That's more defense and attack. So I'm going to drop it on the armor. So if we can overwhelm the zombie or die, the bones all erupt basically on death, hurting people around them. We take the cleave and we take that option. Try a reroll. I like that. We'll try one more reroll. Okay, not ideal. If we hit there, we can hit those three. I think if we poison a zombie. Okay, so... if we take this and this, so I'm hoping if we can eventually bring the zombie down to 5. So if we can make the zombie lose 2 health in a turn, regardless, we can kill it. The shields will protect armor. I think re-roll these 2 shields. I think... I'm hoping for that little bit extra damage. So we'll see if that does anything. That could work. We'll re-roll that shield. Okay, we can do this then. So, let's start off. You throw this onto... well... and if we hit bones... stab zombies... it seems... rough to use this on 1 health, but needs must. And protect the armor. Yeah, we'll just throw these on. Smash bones. Okay. Now you were new. So this has the pain aspect. I don't actually like that idea. Berserker. Scrapper might be better. But once again, dice choose. Yep, okay. We are picking Berserker. It's something new at the very least, I suppose, even if I'm not particularly happy with it. We'll drop this there. I really need to learn just to hold down the right button instead of just clicking it. Yeah, we'll put this here. Mainly because it'll get stronger. I mean, Berserker looks like he's going to die each round. Whether or not I want him to or not. Spike was annoying. Purely for that. The on-hit damage the attack for 2 damage. I like that upgrade. That's really quite useful. We'll try a reroll. That cleave has been fairly useful. We'll try one more. Okay, so this is the Death Wish. You know what? I'm going to throw this onto that. Correct. We'll bring in the Slime Mat. Can't do anything about that. Get the Rogue. Do a bit of damage there. That. And the person who probably needs this most is going to be Rogue. So now it's more of a battle of attrition. Cruel would be good, but I'm not going to be able to get him beneath. Yeah, no, I need to get him beneath 9. Wait, no. Sorry, I can't count. So he's got 13 health, which means I need to get him at least 7 or below. Which I could do. I'm going to save that and this, just to see if that happens. Try another reroll. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to die this turn. So, why not? Hit that. Get the Berserker to hit there. And then if we get the Rogue, Rogue kills Spiker. So we have Fearless, 1 HP, and we get to stun. Would be useful for the Berserker, because we still have that rightmost ability is unshown. Ambrosia adds a rescue to the left side. As the two, I'd prefer Fearless. But we are going with Ambrosia. Oh, we can actually probably rearrange some of these more now. So, you heal when you save, and you have more shields than this one. So I'm going to throw that into there. And I will throw Ambrosia on there, because that's more likely to help save a hero. Fanatic was very similar to my Berserker. It's going to hurt itself. So if I can just keep alive... Militia we fought before. Wizard. Just have to kind of overcome. Annoyingly, they're all doing different people. So, we'll throw this, and we'll throw that. I can scare away that militia. Oh. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to re-roll this. Okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. So, Berserker should be able to do quite a bit of damage to Fanatic. I'm going to take that Cruel Dagger. I will see one more time. Get the Berserker to hit the Fanatic. I have to hit that. Alright, so at the very least, Fanatic's going to kill itself. It would be killing 1 for 1. No. I'm not going to risk it. There's always another turn. Okay, now I've got an excuse to be very defensive. What was that again? Oh, that was the cleave. So you're attacking the rogue, you're attacking the armorer. Throw you on there. I'm gonna lock that one in, I'm gonna lock that one in, I'm gonna re-roll these two. My main hope, if we can get at least one more shield, we can scare away one of the militia. Probably the one tackling armorer. This, I'm hoping we get poison or something else, or even if I can get a straight up dodge, would be remarkably nice. So let's see. Okay, yeah, we can take that. That's cursed, though. Just realised how bad that's going to be. So I changed tact. Rather than trying to out-defend, let's just overwhelm this to the militia. So it is that militia is attacking armour. That's fair. We can... It's that annoying killing himself. But if he's going to kill himself, he's going to kill himself. There's nothing we can do. Warden does have the halo. So you know what? I'm going to protect Berserker. I'm going to regret doing this. Yeah, can't use that. Well, we've done the best we can. Okay, well, we throw you on there. Let's try to poison. We're not going to get any better damage than that. One's not going to do much more, so let's see if World gets anything. If we hit that. Hit there. Warden could do 2 damage to this. Yeah. Okay. 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 It's fine. It's fine. Let's grab those. We'll see if we can get another lower hit. Yeah. Just throw that onto there. Right, undo that. Just kill militia outright. You know what? No. Let's go fully back. Let's think about this smart. I could do 2 damage on the Wiz. Or... as well, I kill militia. Sort of waste the Warden's attack. My rogue can then poison him. to some skellies. That's not great. I'm just going for straight reroll. That's what I want to see. Throw those on there. Can rescue. So they can use to protect themselves again further. So it's already showing itself to be quite a useful item to put on that one. Okay, so yeah, I can't do that, can I? Yep. Let's kill one of the bones. So it was a good thing that we poisoned it last turn. Just throw these on. Quick attacks. Cool. Cool. Now, both of you were had before. You'd be good with that hammer. You I didn't have before, and I was upset I didn't have you. Could be useful. Alright, watch you roll the dice and get neither. Or, the dice gods are rewarding me. And we go for the venom. Throw some of these back on. So, health-wise, you know, if you're dying more, you're going to need that. Yeah, so I'll leave that for the time being. Just checking where we are. Okay, 12, 20. We can do this. Okay, so yeah, you're annoying. I fought you before. That would be quite good for just slash. They help protect. I kind of want to try the new poison. So we'll see what we get for. I mean, come on, this is actually the time. Ready, game? The one time I'm like, oh yeah, let's get the attack that it does damage when I die. That's fine. We can plan for this. So if we hit the Rotten, hit these two. Well, we'll hurt all of them. It's a waste, but it kills that. Defend the venom. Yep. Yeah, you know, throw that there. And I'm curious how that interacts with that. So if we throw that onto Warden, big hammer on him. reroll this, I will take the heal. So let's try this one. And then protect, which saves that. Which means we can also save that. Yeah, if we do that. Yeah. And if we heal the armor up, which I will admit is incredibly nice to actually have a healer in the party finally. And then we cause a chain reaction. I must have the heartless health. Ah, annoying. I was hoping if we hit that bones, it'd hit that bones, and that bones would hit the rotten. So the imp, yes, on hit. So venom would be very good for hitting the imp. That might be able to pay for it. Like, help itself, to be honest. I'm gonna try a reroll. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that on there. Throw that on there. Try that one. And hit that. And then my plan is to throw into here, which does 3 damage. The 3 damage to that goes that. And then follow it up. Actually, no. Re-undo that. You may as well use this while we've got it. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Use it while we've got it. Makes sense. Makes absolute sense. Yeah. If we throw... Do I want to perform that much of an overkill, though? See, this is my issue. I'm now starting to overanalyze this. You know what? No. Let's hit that. Cool. Killed it. Berserker will kill the imp. So Berserker... Give me poison. We should kill the Rotten next turn. Okay, so what are you again? 6 unblockable damage at the end of each turn. Right, yes. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm kind of tempted to throw that one on. Even if we might ever get to use it. But... There you go. Not the intended effect. Works all the same. And we have here a sponge. That could be quite nice. An enemy dies, +1 pip to all sides. Pie adds pristine. Let's see if I have full HP. Or a random item. So, dice side. You've got a 1, so we're going for the sponge. Which, I think I'm going to move this to here. Because if we can kill things before the Berserker, that might be able to push it over the top. special with the snipers? Oh yeah, they're all just back row. I don't want to use that. We can use that. And we'll try a reroll. That. Provided I kill the snake, which those two would allow me to do, would be quite good, because it would take a chunk of all those. So let's try... Okay, okay. Right, so I'm going to waste... Well, I say waste. I'm going to waste this on the snake. You know, no, let's undo it. Yeah, hit that. Berserker is definitely going down. Right, yeah, we'll just poison the snake. Not much to it. So we can throw that onto that, which means you do 3 damage to all of those. And we will just let them fire off a barrage. And that will be the kill. There we go. So both of those are pretty good. I think Valkyrie was nicer. They definitely saved us. Stoic did some things. Nothing particularly jumps to mind right now. But once again, nice. I guess we're gonna find out what the Stoic does. So yes, it had the stun, redirect. It did have a lot more health though. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best for time being. Both of these seem pretty rough. Could take that. I'll try re-roll. Take that, take that. We'll take that. And that. Stoic can patrol. Or protect whirl. This, yeah, will avoid that. Let me just smash the troll. Circuit isn't dying this turn. Warden might. You are not going to work. So you know, I'll throw them there regardless, because it will protect Stoic. I'll try a reroll. We can heal. Try one more. Okay, cool. Cool. Warden can rescue themselves. Stoic. Yeah, let's focus on killing this troll, bring this troll down. Right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I really don't like this Berserker. So, let's heal the Berserker up. And then hit the troll. Wouldn't hit themselves. And we're doing good. We are doing good, chat. Okay, well, let's get ready to heal. It's only got 6 health. Just realised Stoic is actually quite powerful for stunning. So, we'll stun. Heal the Berserker up, the Berserker. There we go! Metal Studs and Ogre Blood. That would be quite nice. So 1 pip to all shield / self-shield sides. Really good for Warden and Stoic. Ogre Blood. Add Bloodlust to the middle side. Which... I don't think we have. So... Right, yeah, dice roll. Ogre Blood. Let's throw you onto there. I want to give the Ogre Blood to Berserker. So if you can damage enemy, that becomes stronger. Or do I want to make that stronger? You know what? I'm going to go for that one. Pure for that, I think Berserker will kill himself before I get to use that ability. So we'll try that. Okay, so we have Alpha, Core, and Cyclops. Alpha summons more. Yeah. Core always used to run away. To the back. Cyclops easy stunned. So if we take that and that... Yikes, I did not realise how badly the one was going to get hurt. Let's just give you stun. What's actually going to fight you? Both of you two. Core is going to do the most damage, so it might be easier to stun Core. Yeah, reroll. And with that... Yeah, no, okay, that's a lot better, so we can use that to chase Core away. That'll hit all 3. And we'll try another reroll. Protect Warden. Stoic. You stun Core. Follow up with hurting all of them. Venom. And shoot Core. And then you should, with that, 6 damage. Can't hurt Core. I can stun Cyclops. I won't be able to stun Cyclops. I can do a lot of damage to Cyclops. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, if we can get Cyclops some further onto stun, that might be the easier way to do it. So he'll be stunned next round if I can hit him. Core we don't need to worry about. Well, I mean, we do. He's still going to get to attack. That would be really good for against Alpha. Maybe redirect? Yeah, you know, we'll throw that on. That'll hit all of those. We'll roll and see what this comes. Yeah, I'm gonna trust that. So Core's gonna back away this hit. But you keep attacking. You seem to have the ire. But hit all of them. Core will die at the end of their turn. We poison the alpha. That redirects that damage from Warden. Quickly 5 damage. Yeah, let's just... we kill Wolf. Yep, it's something with the wolf. Okay, so we get that. We'll throw those storm there, that will do 3 damage. You know, no, I'm gonna take that one off, because I think we could do better. I think we can do better. I like the stun. Stun we can use on Cyclops. Which, seeing as everything else seems to be taking a chomp out of that lot. Go for a reroll. And I'll go for one more reroll. Okay, that's what we want. So... oh, that's Cyclops. Hit that. And then... yeah. Yeah. I think I said last time, actually, the pixely artwork is really interesting and really good. I love how they sort of are able to capture personalities. Sorry, that's me just going off on a bit of a side. We'll throw that on that. Yeah. I want a shield. Let's re-roll these two. Once again, it would be nice if Berserker was going to die, but... right. So, we do that, kills those. I'm thinking... go Cyclops. And then we just have to defend... I will let him escape. Barbarian and Stalwart. So yeah, that's a power attack. That could be useful. Healing. Barbarian. Could be useful. In a bad attempt. I don't like, though, having 2 characters who could kill themselves. The game and the Dice Gods have decided, though, that it does. I could replace that. But it seems... I mean, if Barbarian's going to go out, it's going to go out. So, I'm going to leave as is. Right. So, Archer was on the back row. I can't target her without using that, which would hide her away quite quickly. 20 health, so I won't be able to do that. However, I could stun them if I instantly kill my barbarian first round. Is doing all the damage. And you I need to chip away at. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Right. So let's deal with the archer. Okay. Cool. 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 We then, I guess, let's protect Berserker because there's a chance they're going to hurt themselves. Grab that. I think re-roll these two. Okay, yeah, that'll work. So, let's do that. Hit that. Okay, so he's below 10. Berserker might get a chance to redeem themselves. Okay, so Venom... Yeah, no, this isn't great. This might be it, chap. We'll take that. Right, okay, so... That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to overcome this. I think this is it. I think this is it. Well, gave it a good try. We've got 16. Let's, we'll give all hopes to... Yeah, we'll give all hopes to Stoic. Okay, so we had Death Wish. Is there anything we can get that could be better? Maybe that 3. Still not gonna be enough. Yeah. Yep. 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 Sorry, chat. Won my first, lost my second. Actually knowing more about it and taking more risks, I think got me in the end. Still, you know, we got some new characters, new abilities, all that. Yeah, Stoke died twice. I mean, it was fairly decent all around, to be honest. There's not like any particular character I was particularly picking on. but I think because it's been almost an hour and a half, I think I'm going to leave it probably at this. I'm going to be on probably later on with the standard scheduled streams later on this evening, which would be nice to see if you're there. If not, don't worry, have a good day. And yeah, I'll let you be. Thank you for stopping by.